Good morning. I wanted to say a little bit about what's happening with our Christmas services. It's obviously going to be very different this year from past years, and there are things that we've got to plan for that we wouldn't normally have to think about. On Sunday the 20th of December at 5 o'clock in the evening, we're intending to have a carol service. We're not allowed to sing inside the church building, but what we're hoping to do is to set up a microphone and some speakers in the church door, the main west door, and to invite people to come and stand outside in the circle, and we will have some carol sheets and we will be able to tell the Christmas story and to sing some carols together. We will, of course, encourage people to observe social distancing so that you can stand with your members of your own household and people who are with you in your bubble, but you do need to keep at least a metre to 2 metres away from everybody else, which means that we will be quite spread out. But it is probably the only chance that we will all get to sing carols together at our church this Christmas. I'm also in the business at the moment of preparing an online carol service, which will use recordings from past years and recordings of people reading the lessons that we've read this year. So that will be something that we can enjoy in the comfort of our own home, and you can sing to your heart's content sat in front of your own screen. On the Wednesday of Christmas week, that's to say the 23rd, we're going to have a quiet Christmas service, and something we've done for many years is a service that is a bit more reflective, something that means that those people who are carrying a certain amount of hurt or grief around with them, which somehow at this time of the year seems to feel even worse, can come to church and be able to, I hope, find some comfort and to light a candle and to put their trust in God as we hear a very simple telling of the Christmas story. And that's going to be at 3 o'clock on the day before Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve itself, at 4 o'clock, we will have our Almost Christmas service. That will be, I think, rather more simplified than we would normally have, because again, we can't sing carols. We will have some music to listen to. We will have some words to follow while we listen to the carol music being played, and there will be at least one soloist singing with his guitar, who may of course be me, if I can get my fingers to work properly. And particularly hope that if you have children, it will make preparing for Christmas Day focus on the Christmas story with them at that point where it is almost Christmas. And then we will have midnight mass at 11:30, and we're hoping to have a small choir singing both at midnight mass and on the service on Christmas morning, and they will sing carols for us. That will be something that I'm certainly very much looking forward to. We've not had our choir singing since March, and for them to begin to take the first steps back again, for me, is very significant. And we will, of course, have to clean the church between these different services, so a number of us will, at about 1 o'clock in the morning on Christmas morning, be wiping down the pews and disinfecting anything that anybody is likely to have touched. We have a bit of an issue with the capacity of the church. We're estimating that we can safely accommodate around 150 people in the congregation, and we've got no easy way of ensuring that if you want to come, you can definitely have a place, other than to say, please come a bit early if you don't want to risk arriving and the church being full to capacity when you get there. And I apologise in advance that if you come and we simply can't allow you to come into the church because there isn't any room for you to come in safely, then we will have to say, sorry, you can't come in and you'll need to go away. Or if you're really brave, you can stand outside the church in the cold and listen for the music. But we have no choice. We can't fill the church in the same sort of way that we normally would. So perhaps bear that in mind. I'm working towards being able to stream Midnight Mass and like to live stream it on the internet. And we're due to have a broadband connection put into the church next week. And if we can get all the technology working, then I will certainly look to live stream Midnight Mass. And then Christmas morning, we'll be having the service at the time that we've now moved to on a Sunday morning. So that will be a 10:30 service, and it will follow very much the same pattern that we've been doing on a Sunday. This will also be true of Midnight Mass, of course, that we invite people to come to communion, but it will be communion with the bread only, where we don't share the chalice, and people will need to be guided when to come up so that we don't get people too close together as they move around the building. That's one of the things we've had to work quite hard at to try and make sure everybody's safe. And Christmas morning, as I say, will be again with the choir singing carols for us. And you can probably move your lips, but we're not supposed to sing out loud. And then we will have a Boxing Day off, and then on the Sunday after Christmas, we will have our service at the usual time, which will be at 10:30. So I hope there are a number of opportunities for you to come to church over Christmas. I hope that you won't come and find that the church is full and you have to be turned away. So if you are wanting to come, just try and come those few minutes early to be absolutely sure of being able to come in and to join in this most wonderful time of the year.